Coach P with the stripes in the back, dude. Stripes, dude. Stripe it up. Is that yours?
Yes.
Love that, dude. That's how you mark it right there. That's how you mark it. Hey, I'm telling you right now, we got some basketball on. The overs in these two late games are in serious trouble. 30-29. Auburn over Michigan at the half. I think that one was way up there in like the 150s. Purdue and Houston, I think, was not that far up there. I think it was in the 130s. But
Yeah.
these are two very low scoring games. What do you think, dude? What do you think of tonight's games?
Dude, brick house.
Dude,
A lot of Masons out there, dude.
You're not kidding. Dude, I love the pace in the Michigan and the Auburn game, but none of them can hit a shot.
No. It's crazy because it's like the tempo and the crowd is all in that game. You're like, man, somebody's running away with this thing, and it's like, no. It's a 1-point game, man. It's been a 1-point game for 5 minutes.
Yep. I mean, the earlier games, we're gonna go over all of them. Let's get to the so we had what do we have? We had Tennessee and Kentucky tonight. We had, what was the first game?
Michigan State.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sparty and Ole Miss. Ole Miss.
Dude, that's the best game. That's the best game yet.
Yeah, that game was electric. So we'll go over all those. But first, let's get over some of this other stuff. So this was from the other night. If Duke, and if you're listening to the podcast, listen to the show, appreciate it. If Duke, Houston, Florida, and Auburn win their Sweet 16 games, which Duke has won, Florida's won, and if Tennessee, who's won, Alabama, who's won, Michigan State, who's won, Texas Tech, who's won. So really, if Houston and Auburn win, it will be the first time ever that the top 8 teams on KenPom will be the 8 teams representing the Elite 8. It would be the greatest Elite 8 of all time, history books, according to the KenPom rankings. I don't know what those are. People like them. People use them. They say it's the most accurate ranking. So if Auburn and Houston win, it'll be the best Elite 8 of all time. And then they'll debate that somehow.
That's the elite of the elite.
Dude. The elitist 8.
The elitist 8.
Are you mad at this? So everybody's got this.
I'm extremely mad.
Why?
Because it's March.
I didn't know where you're going with that. No, everybody keeps saying like, okay, this is what's bet for basketball. NIL is not ruining basketball. This and that. That leads me to the next slide, I think, where it's like, okay, this is where all the guys, Michigan State has 4 out of 5. Oh, guess what? They made the Elite 8. Duke made the Elite 8. They have 4 out of 5 guys have been there. Houston could be there. They have 3 out of their 5 starters were homegrown. Purdue, all of them, homegrown. Like, everybody's saying, this is what's going to make best for basketball because all the talent's going to be where we want it. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, all these other teams are getting blown out. BYU got blown out. I'd rather see St. Peter's get blown out or FAU get blown out because that's a fun story.
Oh, my gosh. Right off bat turnover.
Who? Oh, did they? Oh, is that game back on? Auburn and
Auburn.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's just funny. We got all these Sweet 16 teams, and then so far the teams that have had the most consistency have made it through. So Texas Tech was pretty much only one guy there. Tennessee had 2. So then you got
So what is this diagram now?
This shows every Sweet 16 team starting 5, right? And it was where they began playing college basketball.
Oh. Okay.
So Michigan State, 4 of their starting 5 started at Michigan State. They will end at Michigan State.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that makes sense.
Purdue is 5 for 5. And if I had known those 2 numbers, I would have picked it because we're always asking before the tournament, like, who has the most seniors, and then that will tell you who's. So if we get these numbers next year, look out, dude.
Yeah, you better watch out. Our brackets won't be busted.
No, my bracket sucks. We have to get over that in a second too. Also,
Yeah,
I hope.
careless. That's careless, Wolf.
Yes, that was terrible. If these shots start falling in this Auburn and Michigan game, oh my gosh, dude, it's going to be a run like you've never seen.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
And then the final stat: no team west of Texas has won March
go up
since 1997. When the Arizona Wildcats did it, only BYU and Arizona remain this season. Dead. The streak lives on. Pop the champagne. Pop the champagne, East Coast. Pop it. In your face, west of Texas.
Dude.
Get some, dude.
Yes.
It's over.
Garbage.
The streak. I mean, what's the better streak, Butch? What is it? The 72 Dolphins or the East Coast in March Madness?
Oh, plain as day. March Madness.
I mean, are you kidding me? Look at this over here.
I wasn't even around for 72, so it's bygone.
I mean, this is the greatest dynasty in modern era, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, this side of the Mississippi.
I mean,
I'll do her.
Half the country, you just forget it. Basketball season's it's baseball season for you already. Hey, pack it up.
Let's see. Where's that line at? Right in the heart of Texas. Yeah, get out of here.
I mean, what are you doing? It's not basketball season for you. Once the brackets are out, just go ahead and if anybody who's west of Texas, they're out. They don't even put them in the Final Four. Don't put them in the Elite Eight. Don't even get them close to anywhere. Sweet 16, the most. Get them out. So, west of Texas, Shambles meter. We got to remember that one for Sunday.
Dude, I think that's like right at, Texas has 2 time zones. That's like right at the breaker right there. Like
Is it?
Yeah. From the distance. I mean, I got to zoom in on this picture, but it looks like it's got part of Texas. Yeah. Yeah, that's the time zone. So Tex would be divided.
It's just funny. I don't know. What does the West have? What does the West have?
I don't know.
In-N-Out burger?
Yeah. You go in the store and you walk right out.
That's right, dude.
It's like one of them things that somebody pumps up so much, like this is so great, awesome. You go and try it and you're like, oh yeah, this was overrated.
Have you had it?
Yeah, I've had it. Okay. I mean, it's solid, don't get me wrong, but it's like way overrated. It's like Whataburger. It's like,
Oh, they're opening one of those in North Carolina, I think.
What do you mean? That we've had them?
Oh, well then there you go. Confirmed. Confirmed, dude.
Yeah, Mooresville's had one. Concord, I've ate it, and just recently, like within the last 6 weeks or so, and I was like, confirmed, this is overrated burger. What a burger.
Dude, the best burger down there, it's like one of those, oh, what a move, is Ace number 3 or number 1 or whatever it is.
Who?
That place is legit. It's in Concord. I think it's called Ace number 3.
Never heard
Shout out. Well, you should go there. They got their fried bologna sandwich is elite.
Oh my gosh.
I love a fried bologna sandwich, dude.
With mayo and tomato?
No, get that out. No, dude. No.
Dude, that's the only way they eat one. Get out of here.
Dude, this Michigan Auburn game is electric. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh man, here he comes. Oh.
All right.
I got Bubs right here.
Oh.
Bubs.
Dude, you're hard. Looks absolutely striped.
I know.
The Yankees would be calling you right now to get your pinstripes.
How do you know they haven't already?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I said they could be calling you, so I thought that they were. All right.
I'm the groundskeeper.
What was I going to do? All right. So we got another couple of things to get off before we go over these games. We have to do this because this is freaking hilarious. So Tex and I are in an absolute battle royale with each other because last night I put together. I haven't bet on anything March Madness. I'm not an expert. I'm not a gambler. When I have time, I like to throw in a few legger parlays. Right, not advice. We say it every time. So I put together a little 4-legger, and I think I put $1 on this. And it was the over 175.5 for BYU Alabama, over 156.5 for Maryland Florida, over 153.5 for Arizona Duke, over 148.5 from Arkansas and Texas Tech. All 4 of the overs, all of them, every single one of them hit. Shout out to the guy, the walk-on dude for Florida who hit the meaningless bucket that got the over. Shout out to you. To get it to 158, you're an American hero. And then they interviewed him after the game. And then shout out to Texas Tech and Arkansas. Arkansas for completely collapsing. Texas Tech for hitting a clutch 3 to get it to 150 at the start of overtime. So that was freaking hilarious. So I sent the whole day. I was telling everybody, hammer the overs. Not that I'm some advice guy. So far, I think 2 of them have hit in hilarious fashion. But the last two are threatening. So Tex wanted to go all unders. I went all overs again, and now we're locked in an absolute battle. So
are you alive still?
Yeah.
Nice.
I actually moved him down because I was worried. So I moved him. I alt-lined him down to a lower number, and so far it's 2 for 2. But man, these 2 games right here, I need them to start making shots. What's been happening is they've been lulled to sleep, and they want you to cash out, and then they take off in the second half, and things get crazy. So I held last night. I felt like that, like 300. So, but we're still alive.
All right, staying alive. So wait, you like teased it?
There's alternate totals.
Okay.
So I can go in and slide it down to where it says, "Oh, you want to bet the 154.5," and I can slide it left. Now the odds change. I slide it left and say, "No, I want to bet it at 151.5." Then I slide it to the left, slide to the right, crisscross.
Crisscross. So why don't you just take the under then?
Because I wanted to be the overs. I wanted to be overs.
Okay. Everything's got to be an over.
If I was going to bet it under, I would slide it up.
All right.
I would slide it up if it was. All right. Let's move into the games. Just some banter between the boys, dude. Like he was like, "I'm going all unders." I was like, "The hell you are." We're trying to go 8 for 8 here, and he was trying to do what he always does, just wreck everything.
It's older bros, dude. What older bros are for.
So I was getting ready to say he's just being an older brother at that point. He's just being a jerk. He's doing it. I mean,
smash your sandcastle, brother.
Yeah. He's the one that
there's no harm in that.
He slaps you in the back of the head, and then you push him, and he says, "Hey, Mom," and then your mom turns around like, "You two leave each other alone." And then your mom turns around, he slaps you again in the back of the head. That's what he does. So, yeah, what are we at? We're at 60 at the Purdue Houston. That one's not. We could still get something there, but this one here, we got to get to 150.
Good finish.
So, anyways,
swept the floor with that one.
Okay, here we go. Let's start where I think it was Alabama and BYU. That's where they let it off yesterday. Yesterday. Alabama, number 2 seed, SEC, whatever. BYU, number 6 seed. Alabama, 113 over BYU, 88. Buddy, I don't know that I've ever seen a team shoot
lights out.
Dude,
lights
Sears
out.
Guy?
Yes. Sears made a comeback.
Yes. Buy the stock. I haven't seen Sears be that back since 1997 Christmas catalog.
Yes. Absolutely.
That was stupid, dude. I can't. What did he have? So
10.
Apparently there was a controversial. It was 43 to 51 or 52. BYU got a technical foul because the guy made a 3-pointer and then looked at the bench. And that's kind of when things got out of hand for BYU. At that point, it was still manageable to start the second half. And then things just got.
He said something because he was right there in front of the ref and the player.
Yeah.
Like he gave him the business. Oh, man, Michigan's pulling away. This one's over.
Oh, don't do. What are you saying that for? It's 15 minutes left in the game. They're down by. That was an and one?
I've watched this game from start till now. And
I've been watching it too. This is March Madness.
Might as well be 20 points in this game.
March Madness. Did you not see Texas Tech last night? Come back 16 down?
No, I did not. I was asleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Alabama, most threes in an NCAA tournament game. If you're a fan of Alabama, that had to be like the funnest game you've ever watched. It was, because they couldn't miss. It was every time they every time they threw it up, boom. Everything. It was like they were shooting into an ocean. It's crazy. 25 3-pointers. Most threes in an NCAA tournament game. This was their shot chart. Look at this nonsense. They had 15 twos, 10 of 15 there. Threes, they were 25 of 51. They shot 49%.
I gotta get these dogs outside.
Go ahead, dude.
I'm going. And now I'm on the move because I've got my yard behind me. I got my yard behind me, so I'm walking and talking.
Dude, walk it out.
Oh, wow.
But anyways,
that's really freaky.
That shot chart was ridiculous, dude. Absolutely ridiculous.
You hear that thunder right there?
Dude, Garth Brooks that thing. Oh, Michigan. Nope. So anyways, the clinic that Alabama put on as far as shooting goes, and then their head coach went off after the game. But if you're an Alabama fan, they play a pace that could give Duke fits. Because I don't know if Alabama's making shots like that. But then again, Duke can roll too, so. But.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Is that the matchup?
Yeah, Alabama and Duke. Alabama, so that's their second Elite Eight they've made in a row. Alabama. It's crazy, too, because they beat BYU at their own game. BYU is normally the ones that just freaking fill it up.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Last week, I was like, dude, Bama's going to put up 90.
Yeah, you're right.
And they do. You don't want to run with Bama. It's like the old Tar Heel teams. You don't want to run with them. And
no.
And the coach even said it in the game. He's like, most people don't want to run with us, so we like this pace with BYU. It's like, bring it on.
Mm-hmm.
You score 88, we're putting up 113. Sorry.
It's gonna be fascinating what Duke's gonna do. I don't know. Duke's got a lot of horses, dude. My gosh. It was incredible what Alabama did, but I feel like people don't hate Duke like they used
Alabama. You just got to play defense, and Duke plays pretty good defense, and you look like a team like Tennessee that can beat Alabama and has beat Alabama, and they play defense, and defense travels. And look what you got right here. So, the pace is only if you allow it to happen. You can slow it down.
That guy was making it rain, dude. He was 11 of 18, 34 points. Freaking unbelievable.
Yeah. Now, if they shoot like that again, it doesn't matter who you put in front of them in the country, they're going to beat them. I'm sorry, because Alabama is that good that they could win this thing. Auburn, when they're playing their best, can win this thing. Tennessee could win it. Duke can win it. These teams that are here, it's a toss-up. If they're playing their best, any of these teams, you can make a case for. Florida.
Dude, Florida just smothered. That was, dude, Florida. I mean, it was close for a little while.
I thought Maryland had a shot too.
Dude, Florida out. I don't even. Let's take a look at that, because shout out. Actually, we're gonna get to it here in a second too. Shout out you for your bracket, by the way. You're up there at the top. I know you're not gonna say it, but I'll say it.
The top of what?
The bracket.
The bracket. What do you mean?
The bracket challenge.
The pool?
Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. So Florida,
like how close?
Like you're in the top 10, I think.
Nice.
I think you're top 5.
Hell yeah.
I'll show you here in a minute. So Florida had 42 rebounds to Maryland's 20. That was really a story. That and the bench points. Florida had 26 bench points, and
wow.
Maryland had, I don't think they had any. I think they had 0.
Ugh.
So,
yeah. You
the
get
rebounds.
outboarded and outbenched. So your number 2s are worse. God, yeah, you just got mollywalked.
Florida's a wagon, dude. They've got some size, and and we say all this like having watched 3 weeks of basketball.
I've watched. This might be the first game I've completed start to finish right here.
And then you had the stuff after. You had the coach after the game. The coach after the game for Maryland, who was
Bobulewski. Golly, Michigan can't get out of their own way.
The coach after the Maryland game said, quote, "I don't know what I'm doing," because he doesn't know. He's mad at Maryland because they won't give him what they need to be a basketball program. And now Villanova's after him. So this all came out before the game. So people are asking, did Villanova tamper? I mean, they pull him the old rope-a-dope. Did they want him out so they could go ahead and start the hiring process? But anyways, Maryland's in trouble.
So what's the "I don't know what I'm doing" statement on?
Because people are asking him about if he's going to Villanova.
Oh.
Before the game, it came out. They're like, "Oh, Coach, what's his face, Kevin Willard, reported to maybe taking the Villanova job," and it's like, why would you? This whole thing where the NIL stuff opens in the tournament is stupid.
Yeah, they need to have some sort of restriction on that. But of course, here we are talking about restriction.
Yeah. But anyways,
fair game.
Florida, shout out the
You should be able to leave. You should be able to leave at halftime and go to the other team if you want to.
That's what he should. When they knew they were going to lose, he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to Villanova. See you later." Cam Ward did it.
Right. Yeah. I'm talking about like trade sides right then and there. But I'm on Florida's side now.
I'm going to the Elite Eight. Maryland sucks.
Yeah.
Dude. This sucks because I had Maryland in my Final Four. I drank the Kool-Aid. But it turns out Florida's pretty good.
Yeah. Florida's pretty good.
I can't. This whole bracket, I was so bitter about the SEC that I was.
Well, that's what I try to tell you, man. The SEC just means more, and you don't like to accept it.
It doesn't mean okay. We're not going into all that.
Hey, I mean, look at the representation right now.
Yep.
Plain as day. Plain as day, right here.
Yep. Putting in the most teams, and then 50% of them were still alive to the Sweet 16. I wonder how that works. I mean, it's like saying, hey, I put of all the cookies that I put in the jar, I put 14 chocolate chip cookies of one, in the jar, and when I pulled them out, I got almost 50% chocolate chip cookies out of the 60 that were in there. Wow, how about that?
The only difference is the cookies aren't playing against each other.
Yeah, they are. It's chance, dude. Any given Sunday, any given Monday.
There's way more variables than that than just sticking your hand in a jar. Oh, look, I found a cookie. No. You're going to eat any of the cookies.
I'm looking at the numbers.
Huh?
I'm looking at the numbers, right? Everybody wants to use the numbers, use the rankings, use the Ken Palms. And then whenever I put it in numbers terms, it was like, there's more variables. You got to look above the rim, above the ball. above the X's and the O's. I mean, you sound like freaking ESPN right now. Hey, don't worry
Dude.
about all the numbers that Josh Allen has put up. Lamar Jackson is on a winner's team this year. Don't worry about Josh Allen's record. Lamar Jackson is putting up crazy numbers. Make up your mind, dude. Are you ESPN or are you not?
Brother, you are on a tangent. You're a tangent line right now. I don't even know what you mean right now.
I'm saying I present numbers and everybody's like, there's more variables than that. And then the ESPN argument is, yeah, but you can't just look at numbers. Well, okay.
Oh,
I see what you're saying.
well,
I'm this coach right now.
All I was just saying is that the SEC just has the valid case of who they put in the tournament.
Well, they did beat Maryland. So, Florida, shout out Florida.
Yeah.
And then we had
beat BYU.
They did.
BYU would have. They didn't have to play Bama.
On the hottest,
made a run.
the historic shooting night of all time.
Yeah.
And then we had Duke and Arizona.
Exactly.
Freaking. This game was awesome. Duke shot 60% from field goals, or field goal percentage. That's stupid. They were 58% from 3-point range. Complete nuts. Now, Arizona made a pretty good comeback late, but holy smokes, dude.
Well, what did Arizona? Because they only lost by 7. I mean, Arizona had to shoot pretty well, too.
45.5%, 12 of 26 from 3, 21 of 23 from free throws.
So, they were right there at 50% at three-pointer. 12 for –
yeah. Points in the paint, Duke killed them, 42-30.
How'd Caleb Love do? Because that's the old Duke dagger.
Duke was up 19 at one point.
Oh, wow.
And they brought it back. Caleb Love had 35 points. Caleb Love was phenomenal.
Dude, he is. When he plays Duke, it's like lights out for him.
Cooper Flagg is really good, too.
Yeah, generational talent there.
He's good.
Oh, man, now we're playing football. The football's back.
Big Ten SEC Challenge. Didn't Michigan beat Alabama? Michigan might own Alabama, the entire state, football and basketball, if they keep doing this.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Anyways, Cooper Flagg had that buzzer beater at the end of the half. That was awesome.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was so just like Steph Curry. Just, hey, pull up. He does it every day, and he does.
Turn around, do the folded arms.
I mean, just look at the influence that Steph has had now on basketball from his ability to shoot anywhere on the court. Now everybody just pulls up and has that confidence,
Hey, I do it all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
All the time. I don't think people hate Duke as much this year. I think Coach K had a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people are more rooting for Duke than ever. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know what it is, but it doesn't seem like I feel like Tom Knipple is the dude that everybody should hate, but I just don't see. Maybe we just haven't been on the basketball scene for a while. People are really hating Duke. But I don't know if it was a Coach K thing or what, but I feel like.
Dude, they are letting them play.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
I love it.
But anyways.
Oh, no quick whistles in this game.
That's what I'm talking about. So we had Duke, and then we had.
They said the over is not hitting.
They won't let them freak. Yeah, exactly. Get it to a point where I can cash out.
What the heck is this?
Get it to a point where I can cash out.
They can't even. Oh, there we go.
All right. Then we had the only. I think this might have been the only OT game of the tournament, where we had the Razorbacks.
Wow.
The Razorbacks of Arkansas up by 16 at one point. Completely collapse coming down the stretch.
Okay. I'm not even surprised because actually this team I have watched bits and pieces of, and they have squandered every lead that they've ever had. They almost did it with
Arkansas?
Kansas. Yes. They were up on Kansas and did it, and luckily scaped through. St. John's probably did it. I'm not real sure about that game, but here you go. 16. Boom. They can't finish. Arkansas.
I mean, where's the win percentage chart? Is this the win percentage chart? There it is. Win probability. Give me a win probability. Look at this, dude. Arkansas was up at one point to 97.9% win probability with 5 minutes to go in the game. It was a 97% chance 98% chance they were going to win the game. And then Texas Tech just took out. Dude, this game, these teams stink at shooting the basketball. Stunk, dude. 41% for Arkansas, 41% Texas. Nothing would go. You're just sitting there with an over better, and you're like, oh my gosh, dude. Terrible. But Coach Cal, done it again, dude. Coach Cal. I can't believe that. 97.8% chance to win. And they lost with like 4 minutes to go. It was a fun game to watch, though. That Jay Davis got John L. Davis, I think, from Arkansas. He transferred from FAU. So the Red Raiders, I put them on my thrusters. They were on my thrusters. Now the rest of my bracket sucks. But I was like, there's a road where Texas Tech could make a deep run, just based off of who they're going to play, having not watched them at all. So,
yeah.
But anyways, Texas Tech wins. That game was fun. They hit a 3-pointer with like 7 seconds to go, and then Arkansas collapsed trying to get the terrible late game calls here lately to get the balls in. So we had that one, and then we had, what was the next one? We got Houston and Purdue going on right now. Ole Miss, Michigan State. There you go. That's what you wanted.
Oh yes.
This game was fun. Who's this Padula guy?
Dude, Padula? I don't know.
Dude.
But he's
that a
solid.
Construction company around Mooresville?
Yeah.
With the red trucks?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I just saw a Masters commercial, Butch. I need a second. Oh, my gosh.
Where is my...
How green is that grass?
What grass?
At the Masters at Augusta. Holy smokes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my yard.
Oh, that's green, too. This guy right here. The Cohen guy?
Yes.
Holy moly. That guy's a freak show. Again, this was a game that was really good, but Ole Miss just couldn't shoot. 40%. Let's go win probability. Wow. Ole Miss up to 86% with 12 minutes to go. It's a real shame. Classic Izzo basketball game, dude. The real highlight was that dunk that guy had. That was freaking incredible.
Cohen Carr.
Yeah, Cohen Carr. There you go. And I think the best part about this game was how the overhit at the end when the guy made a meaningless 3-pointer that banged in.
Yeah, dude, as soon as that happened, I was like, man, somebody just got screwed.
And it was Tex.
It was Tex. He said, oh, my word. I was like, oh, no.
Well, here's what happened is he had his phone open to send the text, told you the overs, told you it was unders, and then it it stuffed him right in a locker. Put him right in a locker, dude. Just crushed his hopes and dreams.
That's it.
Incredible.
Dude, I laughed so hard about when you and him go toe-to-toe because it's that right there that makes me laugh so hard because it's like, all right, the one of you is ready to smash the other one, and then something's going to blow up in one of your faces because you're always going against each other. So it's a win-win on somebody looking at it. And I'm laughing. I'm laughing hysterically because exactly what you just said. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, would be laughing too.
Oh, yeah,
on your
absolutely.
end.
I mean, that's what you look for.
Because you're doing the same thing. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'm about to get him, and
Yeah.
boom.
He hit the 3, and I was like, oh my gosh, because it closed at 144.5, but I think he got it at 142, which was even more hilarious. And then the spread, so it was 144.5. If he would have waited, it would have closed at 144.5, and he would have still had it, but he didn't. And
I think what's so funny is how that basket was, like how it went in. It was like such a dud on the back of the rim.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it was like
couldn't have hit in a more like an inch forward. It clangs and goes back out to the half court, and then if it's an inch longer, it probably banks and hits the rim and bounces left. But it like died right at the back of the rim. It was hilarious.
Dude, yeah, it hit the back of the rim. It was like a thud, just like thud, and just like roll, like slowly just rolled in, and you're like, oh my gosh, that just ruined somebody's night.
The more hilarious thing was too is that Ole Miss was plus 3.5. And they lost 73-70.
Oh so yeah,
that shot. If you were an Ole Miss bettor, like you're like screaming, like throwing cash all over the place.
Oh, hey,
that's
covered.
Great. If you don't bet, you have no idea what we're talking about. But just they needed Mississippi Ole Miss to not lose by more than 3.5, and that last shot got it.
Oh, that's off his leg. Oh, he's playing so bad. He's 7 foot. Why are you playing so bad?
Anyways, it's a Tom Izzo. They have 4 of their 5 guys have been at Michigan State forever. It's like their 16th Elite 8. It's a team that just keeps getting better all year. And he just, he says once you've won one championship, the rest of the tournament wins don't mean that much because you want to win another championship. Like, damn it, that's a good coach speak. Well done, Tom Izzo.
So. He's, I mean, just obviously a Hall of Famer. But
yeah,
when it comes to March and you think Izzo doesn't have the squad, he does.
Yes. Dude, these teams can't shoot worth a lick. That's what I'm sitting here looking. I'm like, what does he do well? Because they don't shoot well. They got beat almost in every, like, I don't know. They got out rebounded.
Who's that?
They had more Michigan State. They had more turnovers, less fast break points. They had more points in the paint. Ole Miss had more fouls, but I don't know.
Well, you are. And I know you're going to hate this, what I'm about to say.
Jeez.
That's the top of the Big Ten and the medium of the SEC right here.
You can't play that game, dude. You can't play that game. It's either SEC or it's not. The crest is not. Well, the crest doesn't turn into.
No, the numbers are the numbers don't lie. They are the middle of the road in the SEC. And so was Arkansas. And look, Texas Tech struggled. I had to go overtime to beat Arkansas. Arkansas started 0-5, I think, in the SEC. Yeah.
Arkansas beat Kansas and St. John's. Get out of here. But anyways, so Michigan State back at it again. Izzo and his freaking unbelievable. Now we've got Tennessee, Kentucky, dude. Did you watch some of this game?
I did not.
Because this thing felt. Go ahead.
I was going to say I couldn't watch it because it's on TBS. I only have so I only get CBS games.
This thing felt like it was just never close. It just was never close from early on. Like,
Ernie said that Kentucky only led like 32 seconds of the game. So, I mean, Tennessee essentially went wire to wire here.
Yeah, Kentucky had a lead at 3-2, and that was with 17:54. That was like 2 minutes into the game, and then Tennessee had the lead, and Tennessee never looked back.
Yeah,
like 2 minutes into the game, it was 3-2, and everybody's like, "Oh, here we go." No, that was it. That was 2 minutes into the game. Kentucky had the lead, and then that was the end of it.
I think whenever I was filling out my bracket and, thinking I was going to have everything right, and I had this matchup. I was like, Kentucky beat Tennessee twice, and these are two great basketball teams. They're really good. I was like, it's going to be hard for them if this happens for Kentucky to win this game. So I picked Tennessee in this matchup for that reason, and that reason only was that this was the third matchup and that Tennessee was going to get a win. And unfortunately for Kentucky and their fans, that was just going to play against you in this game. It was, not like the Duke beating Carolina this year 3 times, because Carolina just wasn't there. You know what I'm
Carolina
saying?
Stinks.
Yeah, they did.
Stinks.
They did. They smelled bad.
They still smell bad.
They do. They are at home smelling bad. Their shower is broken.
I didn't even have this up. I was looking at the win probability. This is the only one where it was just completely Tennessee the entire time. Out rebounded. Tennessee can't shoot threes. I don't know how they won by so much, because shooting threes was not what they were good at. The under hit, if you had it at 145.5, but I moved it down. And Kentucky was favored by 5.5. So Will said he entered 20 brackets. One of them I went chalk for the whole tournament. That's my, but dude, there was no madness. There's no madness. Like, there's no madness. It sucks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, everybody's excuses. Well, I don't want to see St. Peter's get blown out in the Sweet 16. Well, here's news for you. Kentucky, hey, win probability, terrible. God. Blown out. A lot of blowouts. BYU, blown out. Maryland, blown out. Like, I'd much rather see freaking Loyola Chicago have a chance at winning a career, like a program-changing win, than to watch, everybody who gets to pay all their players a ton of money. Anyways, let's not even get into that anymore. But so Tennessee, they look pretty good, man. They look pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, like I said, they play defense and it travels, and their defense is for real.
I don't know how they beat Kentucky. Like, it just looked like this was never a game. And the stats are not that overwhelming for Tennessee. You know what I mean? It's weird. Like, points in the paint, they're the same. Fouls were even. Largest lead was 19 for Tennessee. Turnovers, Kentucky only had 4 more. Like, rebounds, they out-rebounded them by 10. I mean, free throw percentage.
Maybe they're lying on the score.
I don't know. It's weird. But it felt like it was never – it looked like Kentucky didn't care.
Oh, so, go. What are you doing?
But we need points. Come on. Let's go to overtime. Let's do it. Go to overtime.
What?
Anyways, Tennessee wins, dude. Tennessee wins. SEC team lost in your face. So 3 SEC teams lost.
What, that dude can play.
Who?
Pettiford, however you say his name, for Auburn.
Oh, number 0?
Yeah.
Dude, he just put he got number 50 on him with the switch and just put him on skates. That wasn't even fair.
Yeah, that's the second time he's done that to him too, that I've seen.
Hey, that's just knowing ball, dude. That's just saying, okay, come on with it. So Arkansas lost, Kentucky lost. Wow, dude. Wow. So far the SEC is 2-2. We'll see.
Well, I mean, you're going to have some.
Ole Miss lost 2-3. Get this conference out of here.
What happened yesterday though? They're not 0. You had Tennessee. They're not 0-3.
So they're 3-3.
Well, I mean, one of the matchups was bound to happen. It was Kentucky versus Tennessee.
That's the old. Their conference record's 500. Look at it.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what it all boils down to. 1-1, 1-2.
Yeah, that's
2 and
the
2,
funniest thing I've heard. The conference, they're
2 and
500.
3. So really, it depends on if Auburn wins, then they'll go 4 and 3 in the Sweet 16, and they'll have 4 out of the Elite 8.
Yeah,
That's what but the ACC did that last year, did they not? I mean, let's call it like it is. Don't be all high and mighty now. The ACC did that with less than 13 teams in, or how many teams they had in.
Well, you can't put 13 in the Elite 8.
Come on with it, dude.
Come on.
I mean, they got 14. If they're the best, they should have the Elite 8, right? They got 50% of the Elite 8. Great.
Oh, hit that.
Anyways.
Good God. Neither one of these teams can shoot.
Duke and Alabama. Duke is favored by 6.5 in that one for a chance to go to the Final Four. And then we're waiting. We don't know who's going to win between Houston and Purdue, but Houston seems to be up right now by 8. And the Tennessee awaits that winner, so no lines for that. But Florida and Texas Tech, 6.5. Florida is favored. And then we'll have to wait if we get Michigan State versus Auburn or Michigan. So we're down to the Elite 8, dude. And could be 1-2 versus 1-2 and 1-3. Wow.
What a step back.
Dude, the Elite 8 has a chance to be 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 versus 1-3. Complete chalk. Oh! That's that dude you were talking about.
Yeah.
Buckets.
And he lost the dribble and had time. Wow. I mean, that's how much separation he created.
Wow. Jimmy Buckets out here.
With the bucket hat as the commercial.
Yes. Get that man an NIL deal. Okay. You got anything else on this? I mean, I don't.
No.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
I'm just watching the game.
Yeah. The only thing I had left, hold on, was the. Okay. First of all, let's just salute this guy in the crowd.
Oh yes, I'm glad you have that.
This guy I don't know, I guess he's a Florida. He's got a button pin that says frauds. I'm not really sure if he might be an Ole Miss guy. I think that's what he is, because somebody
yeah, it was
behind
in that
him
game. Yeah, it was
has
Ole
a
Miss.
hottie toddy's cardigan on back there. So, but there were so many great gifts. There was the Bob Ross. There's Marv getting electrocuted in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, when he grabs the sink and he does the, we got that. We got, there's just Jackie Moon, obviously. But this guy knew what he was doing, and what a move. What a move. But he's got the fro, the silver fox fro picked out. Just incredible.
I think he looks like the dude from Jurassic Park.
Which one? Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah.
What? Dude, here it is. Here it is. This is the 3-pointer. Hold on. At the end of the Ole Miss Michigan State.
They just find a way.
Inbound, Padula, back, crosses midcourt, up, clang, right off the back of the rim, as soft as it could go, right in the bucket. If you had Michigan State 3.5, oh my gosh, dude! Heavens to Betsy! Just hang it up for the day.
What the crap just happened? I just looked down and Auburn's up 13.
Pettigrew again. All right. Shout out one more thing. One more thing. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, dude. In the worst bracket I've ever created. 22% is what I have. 22? How do I still have 1320 out of my max? Not bad. I'll take that. Okay. So here we go. Oh, you're in first, dude.
Do what?
You're in first. In the bracket challenge, you're at first. 143 people. Butch P's in first.
I love you, man. I watched 0 basketball games this year too.
Dude, I haven't looked at it. I looked at it earlier today because somebody brought it up, and then I didn't check it for a few hours. That's holy smokes. You're in first.
Nice.
You have 1780 max still.
Heck
99.2%.
I don't even know what that means. Now I know what 99% means.
You have 740 points. You have the most max available. So you and I know the other guy, but you know him too. You probably played golf with him. He was in my PT class.
Oh yeah. Who is it?
Aaron Meadows.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So you two are gonna. If it comes down to you two having Florida and Duke in the final, that's gonna be electric. That is gonna be electric.
Who's he got?
He's got Duke. You've got Florida.
Oh, that will be electric.
Because you both have a max of 1780, and I think it just depends on if they both make the Final Four and make it to the Natty. It's going to depend on. That's awesome.
I mean, there's a lot more than that because I mean, all the people behind you have a shot too.
Oh yeah. So that's pretty awesome. That's funny, dude. I can't believe you're in the league.
Yeah, me neither. I'm never in the lead on these things.
We did there's like $100 cash prize, a $25 gift card, and then this hat that I have on. Not the one I'm wearing, but a hat like this. So
no,
if you win
I want the one that you're wearing right now.
Okay, I'll give you the one I'm wearing. I do have those other ones that I'm ready to.
Just kidding. So what were you about to say about the prizes? Winner take all.
There's $100. Yeah, there's $100 cash to the winner, and then $25 gift card to fourth quarter performance like supplements, and Josh Jackson runs that, and he agreed to be like, hey, yeah, we'll give $25 to go shop at the store online.
Nice.
So, and then $100 cash, and then this hat like this. So,
well, I will be the first to congratulate whoever wins because it's likely not going to be my bracket.
You don't know. Most out of max. Most max.
Hey, most max. Yeah.
Most max.
Well, I'll tell you this: if the teams I pick win the game, then I'll win the bracket.
That's a good style. That's a good point. Very good point.
If they don't win, then I won't win the bracket. Simple as that. Cut and dry.
So there you go. There's the bracket standing. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks everybody for listening to the show too. So people like the giveaways. That was fun. Well, Houston's up by 3 on Purdue, and it looks like, who knows, Auburn, Michigan. We'll see what happens there. It's totals at what, 123? That's dead unless they go to overtime. That's what we need. We need overtime. But anyways, Duke, Alabama. Florida, Texas Tech, and then the other two are undecided yet. So we'll see who we get. We'll get what do we have? Duke and Alabama and Texas Tech, Florida tomorrow. Let's go. 6:09 and 8:40.
I'll tell you what, too, though. Now I'm thinking about it, because you have Duke and Florida, and those are the two most picked teams. If they go out, I mean, it could still be said and done.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at. There's an Auburn. Somebody's got Auburn. Somebody's got Sparty.
Ooh.
Somebody's got Houston.
Ooh.
And somebody has Texas Tech.
Oh, wow.
That's lingering down.
Does anybody have Bama? Like somebody from like a second page or something could win this thing if you had like Alabama or somebody. Tennessee.
Let's go to the second page here. So the second page, somebody's got Tennessee.
Yeah, they're still alive.
60 points back. There's a couple of Houstons.
Yep. See, all those people would jump. You know what I'm saying?
Auburn, if Duke goes out and Auburn, Duke and Florida go out and Auburn sneaks up there, there's gonna be a lot of shuffling.
Yeah. Because I mean, that's whatever that amount of points all at once for picking the national championship, correct? So you'll jump a lot of people.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't think there was going to be this many people in it, and so I didn't think the variance needed to be that great. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Yeah.
You know, now you're the person with Tennessee in a group like this, and you're like, they win, you win.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Anyways, okay. All right. Well, Butch, this was a lot of fun. I mean, we're not going to stay. That other game's not going to end for another 30 or 45 minutes, and we're not staying on for that long. So
no, I'm getting off here.
Yeah, we're getting ready to shut her down. Let me just do this real quick where everybody can go. And if you want to find us and find more of our stuff and shenanigans, then by all means, you can follow us on any one of these social sites. Come yell at us on Instagram and TikTok, because that's what people like to do on there, even Twitter. And you know what? We're just joking. I already did one about the Chiefs. They're doing a movie about the Chiefs, Butch.
Yeah.
You know, they've been filming them, and I'm like,
what happened?
Do what? What?
You just stopped mid-sentence, I felt like.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, you said you're doing the Chiefs, and then that was it.
The Chiefs, they're doing a movie on the Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
And I said, and I went on the internet, of course, and I said, oh, this all makes sense now. What do you need for a movie? You need a script. Chiefs fans are losing their mind, dude. They're losing their, oh, good joke, dude. Oh, nice podcast. I'm like, it's a joke, man. Like, y'all gotta relax. Yeah. You're too sensitive.
Sensitive.
Oh my gosh, dude.
People with little feelings get hurt.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's freaking unbelievable. Hilarious. Don't get mad, Chiefs fans. It's just everybody's mad because your team wins. Get over it. It's funny.
Yeah.
So. All right. That was fun. We're out of here.
All right.
Subscribe to the show.